What's up, gang? Front row. This isn't church. Yeah, good to see you too. Awesome.
You're in the Springs, right? Normally?
I am, yeah.
'Cause I'm from Denver. So.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, have you lived there for a long time?
Yeah, about 12 years, 12 years.
Yeah, you like it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're never moving.
No,
Yeah. These guys don't even understand.
we don't. Need more people.
No, we don't. No, we
Every
don't.
Denver closes.
Well, yeah. That's true. But we're active. It's Colorado. This is during the day. It starts to go to sleep. Climbing mountains, skiing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. It's like, I mean, you know, whatever. Time goes on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just lose it. It's just like whatever.
Set it up
Like if my own
or even if my own team, professional team,
Yeah.
it's like, I mean,
Whatever.
what are you gonna do?
Life doesn't
I'm not on the team. Oh,
Yeah, I can tell. I just think, you're Cornell, right?
Yeah.
You went to Cornell. Yeah. I think she doesn't get it because our schools have crossed us so many times in these situations that it doesn't really matter to us. So it's funny.
No,
It's more hatred now.
right.
Where did you guys come from? The press box?
I don't press bar.
Yeah.
Gosh, you meant like what city?
How did you, yeah, I know, I should be more specific. And you took the stairs or
We took the elevator.
elevator?
Yeah,
The last time we tried to
we
take
went
the stairs, we actually had to exit the building
we
and
ended
come
up
back
outside
into
somehow. Yeah. We ended up at the fan fest.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's not a bad thing.
Recently. Oh, really? Yeah. That I didn't know. I didn't have. Not only did we end up there, so we went for small park.
Oh, Calvin is an adult and stuff.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, when spa treatment.
As an adult,
Yes, 5 to 7 tomorrow night. I think it's 5 to 7.
unfortunately, we'll be watching.
I know, maybe it's 7 to 9. I don't know. I just
We'll be.
We'll be fighting.
yeah.
I'll give it that. Is that the time I'm using it?
End of the game was 37, so 50, I mean, to make sure people don't have time to come down too with this elevator situation.
So you want me to wait and see before we go, I go tell them it's time to come down? I can give me the,
Well, why don't, are you the, bringing them?
I'm not, but Nick is, and I'll text him and say it's time. He's just asking, saying, let me know when you want me to pull them out. I said,
Yeah.
let's wait for them to.
Do you guys know if it's still 8:32 start?
8:42, drop of the puck, 8:42, yep.
I know, I was watching Manchester, they were done by, the games were done by 8 o'clock. Then week 4, I was at BCAC, so both games were double overtime. It was like midnight by the time I left. picture from the top of the thing, like some misses and, call back goals and sticking.
That was
it
awesome.
in.
What a picture.
That was a goal.
Put it
But
right over.
it just, I think it was a goal. I'm not
Which
convinced
was
that the one that was over the line.
Yeah, he got a great
If
shot.
it was video,
Or it was
right on. Yeah.
That's really good.
No, they're going second. They're doing the winning team.
Winning team, losing team. Winning team. No, it's actually the way it goes. It's in the semis. Semis are always winning team, losing team. Yeah, there you go. You got plenty of time, I think.
All right, welcome everybody. I think most of you were here yesterday. I'm Dave Fisher, if I haven't met you. Just a few reminders here. We'll do it a little bit differently than we did yesterday. We will ask the coaches for an opening comment so you can hear from them. Then we'll take your questions for the players. Let them go and then finish up with the coaches. So if we could stick to that, that would be appreciated. If you'd identify yourself and affiliation each time, we will use the microphones. We're recording, so raise your hand. I'll acknowledge you. And we will go through both of these press conferences here and following the next game in that fashion. We'll have it's one session, so we'll have the attendance following the final attendance following the second semifinal for you. It is completely sold out. What the final number will arrive at, we'll wait and see. 8:42 drop of the puck for game 2. What else? Everything else going okay? Yeah. This is Marvin. If you haven't met Marvin, he's your media mascot. 25th year. He was born in 1999. You're welcome to take selfies with him if you'd like. We had to move him down here in a better place and up here like yesterday. He's got a little worn out being up front. So, Minnesota has advanced to its 13th national title game. Adam Hall will drop the ceremonial opening puck before the second semifinal game here tonight. He played in the NHL for a long time, played here in Tampa for the Lightning, and of course played college hockey at Michigan State University. So I know we're pleased to have Adam, and I believe we'll have Scotty Bowman on Saturday to drop the ceremonial first puck. So some fun with that. If you haven't got a chance to get out to the red carpet or blue carpet arrivals, anybody been out? I know you guys are trying to cover inside, so yeah, it's. Did you go last year?
No, 7 years ago.
Yeah, there was a lot of energy out there. It was fun to see. It's not good news for the number 2 seeds. This is the 7th time since we started this format in 2003 that we've had 3 number 1 seeds advance to the Frozen Four. And when we've had 3 number 1 seeds advance to the Frozen Four, never has a non-number 1 team advance, or just once rather, has a non-number 1 seed advance to the national championship game. Of course, BU is a number 2 seed here today. And the number 1 seed has always won the national title when we've had 3 number 1 seeds advance to the national champion or the Frozen Four. 2 Bobs previously have won a national title. Head coach is named Bob. Yeah, it's exciting. These are some of the useless tidbits you'll get while we're waiting.
No, only one coach named David.
Yeah, that was the first last year. We only had one David. We have a chance. We had a chance. No Jay, Rand, or Brandon have ever won a national title. Jay is out for now. He'll be back, I'm sure. But we still have a chance for a Rand or a Brandon for the first time. I mean, that's scintillating stuff for you people to write, right? Don't you think, Jimmy?
Can you clarify if David Carl was in fact the youngest coach to ever win a
He wasn't. He was the 4th youngest. Yeah, he was the 4th youngest. We just named David Carl the national head coach of the 2024 national junior team for USA Hockey. We're excited about that. Hello, Jess.
Hi, Dave.
How are you? Welcome.
Stunningly accurate.
And here come the Gophers. Hi, guys.
Fish. Good to see you. Thank you.
Are you guys by yourself?
Green shirt.
Green shirt, that's it. Go Rams.
Who?
Rams. What's that? It's my home team.
All right. We will begin first if we could just get some opening thoughts from the head coach of the Gophers. Bob?
I liked this tonight, and there we were. I thought we were playing well, you know. And there we were tied in the third period. And we had some, unfortunate ones called back, and another one's on the goal line that kind of looked like it was in, but it was inconclusive. And but our guys stuck with it, and then the Kester power play 3 goals tonight. And Luke Middlestadt's a heck of a player. Great job tonight, Luke. And then we got our chances and we finished this thing. So one thing I was really impressed is, the Minnesota people that showed up. What a crowd that we had tonight. It's just fantastic. And nothing would have been worse than having them stick around without their team being here. So we're pretty fired up that we can all stick around for the next couple days.
Great. We'll take your questions for the players now, right here, purple front row here.
Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. For both players, Aaron first. Great win, but unfinished business. 24 hours to separate the victory and then get ready for the next one?
Yeah, I mean, fun to win, but yeah, that's right. We're looking to win Saturday, so we're excited to rest up and get going.
Yeah, I think he hit it right on the head. I think it's a fun win, and we just got to get ready for Saturday.
Jess.
Jess Myers from the Rink Live. Luke, how often do you talk to Casey? He's obviously played in this building a few times. What kind of advice did he give you about playing in this kind of atmosphere?
Yeah, I think we always talk, and he just wants me to have fun and keep playing my game no matter what. And I'm super fortunate to have him, and I think he just wants me to keep playing.
Are you guys in the back? I mean, there's still some seats. I know we have a tight space, but if you need to crawl up here or get up here, please feel free to fill in. Watch the cameras there as you come up here that are recording. I just want to make sure people can get in here. Thanks for becoming good friends out there. All right, Randy, right here.
Randy Johnson, Minneapolis Star Tribune. As for Luke, was that left circle your office tonight? Is that how you saw it? And could you just go through both of those goals for us?
Yeah, I think Mike gave me that first one, and Hughie set up a great screen. I don't think the goalie saw it for a second. And all I had to do was kind of put it in that right side, and fortunate enough I did. And then on that second one, Ches gave me a great pass, and kind of the same thing, screen out in front, and fortunate enough to put it in.
Okay, Josh Freeman right here in front.
Josh Finisha, College Hockey News, for Aaron and Luke, or for anyone really, I guess actually. But do you think the experience of being at the Frozen Four last year kind of altered the pregame mentality or the pregame routine at all for the team this year?
Aaron?
Yeah, I think experience helps in everything. So I think a lot of guys, especially returners, had a new level of confidence, and then the young guys see that and just have a good culture on here. So it definitely helps.
Luke?
Yeah, I think, I wasn't here obviously, but having that leadership back and all those guys in the locker room, they've really helped all the freshmen since day one have confidence, and super lucky to have them.
Yeah, that's a good point. He wasn't there last year. Thank you, Lots. It's a very excellent point. Did you do anything different, Bob?
No, the biggest thing I liked is we played the 5 o'clock game. Last year went in overtime and we started at 9 o'clock at night, and that was different.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
All right, Jess?
Jess Myers from the Rink Live. Aaron, you went through a kind of a real battle in your first NCAA tournament game last year where you were down and basically in a hostile environment. You have the big push tonight. Don't get anything out of it. You come back from a quick deficit. It looks like you're up 3-1, and then second period, they tie it up, and at one point the shots were 9-1 BU. How do you kind of maintain even keel, not get frustrated, kind of weather their storm after all the good work you guys have done?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I turned to Gordo. I was like, "What's going on there?" You know, we're getting hemmed a couple shifts. So, but they have their pushes, and that's just how the game goes. So, you just kind of got to weather the storm and hang in there.
Randy?
Yeah, for Randy Johnson, Minneapolis Star Tribune. For Aaron, can you take us through your pass to Rhett for that goal, and when did that come to mind? I guess that type of pass.
Yeah. Well, Rhett sent me a Sidney Crosby kind of play similar to that this afternoon, and I said, yeah, we'll either try that or I'll just break to the net, and he broke to the net and found him. So.
Sidney Crosby always working his way in here. I love it. All right, in the back on the left, guys.
Eric Vigo, Gopher Puck Live. Luke, you had 17 missed shots as a team through 2 periods. Was there anything you tried different in the third period to get pucks to the net, specifically on your 2 goals?
I don't really think we tried anything different. I think we had guys in front of the net all night, and that might have credited that a little bit. But no, I think we just keep firing the puck, and good things will happen.
Okay. Julie?
Julie Robenheimer, NHL Network Radio. Fellas, can you talk just a little bit about the physical nature of this game and how you guys were able to, from my perspective, lean into it and take over those parts of the game?
Aaron?
Just it's an intense game. So you just gotta keep going. I mean, you prepare for it all year. So I mean, we're all ready for it. So you just kind of gotta hang in there.
Luke?
Yeah, I think physical part is a huge part of the game, and being able to practice against that Cooley line, Hughie's line every day has really helped me a lot, and I'm sure helped all the D a lot too. So that's, like Hughie said, that's what we've been preparing for all year, and yeah.
In the back here?
Gage Kilborn, Q30 Television. This one's mainly for Bob. It's your first time you're making it.
Wait a while, Gage. You're not following along here. We're going to finish up with the players.
Oh,
very controversial right now. Just kidding you, Gage. Well, wait. We're just going to finish up with the players, and then we'll stick with Bob so they can go. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Are we doing with the players? Are you guys? We good? We'll be back tomorrow. Okay. Great, guys. We'll let you go. Congratulations. Appreciate it. All right, Gage. Back to you.
I didn't like his question. Go to the next. I know where it was going.
So your first time in the national title game, and you're going up against 2 coaches who both have beaten you in some pretty big games. Brandon beating you in the Big Ten title game earlier this year, and Rand Pecknell beating you in the Frozen Four in 2013. What is your preparation going into Saturday?
Well, why don't we wait till about 11 o'clock tonight and see who we're playing. And we know we're going to be in the game. We played Michigan 5 times this year, so we're very familiar with them. We're not familiar with Quinnipiac. I'm just darn happy we're going to be playing. That's the first job when you get here, is to punch your ticket the first night to get to that game. So, I think we played Quinnipiac back when, 2013. That was a long time ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago, so I draw nothing from that game. But I don't know. I work for that guy right there that has 2 national championships, and I learned a lot from him. And I played against that guy who's got 3 national championships. So hopefully I stole something from these guys.
All right, Lane.
Coach Leo Haggerty from Amped Up Sports. When you left the Twin Cities, it was below freezing. It's going to be 90 degrees in Tampa tomorrow, a normal April day for us. So you're going to have to keep an eye on your players and make sure they don't go out and get sunburned, anything like that.
Just got to keep an eye on me. We've had an awful winter. I think that's one of the great reasons why there's so many Minnesota people here. I mean, we've already talked about it. I mean, just an awful, awful winter. So what a great place to be in Tampa, Florida.
Running for the CVB in the Twin Cities is Coach Moscow Jess.
Jess Myers from the Rink Live. Bob, same as I asked them, that middle of the second period when BU was making that push, did you have to say anything, do anything different to kind of calm your players down? Because I think you closed the second on like an 8-1 shot run.
Well, question before that, we had 2 2-on-1s in the first like 6-7 minutes of the period, and we missed the net on both of them. So we had some chances, and you know, all the teams here are pretty good. Everyone's going to put on a push, and you got to weather the storm. And we played a tough schedule this year, so we're battle tested. We've been in this before, and you weathered it, and then we got back on top of it.
All right, Ryan.
Hey, Coach. Ryan Kennedy from the Hockey News. Luke Mittelstadt, obviously just a freshman. Just curious what kind of progression you've seen in his game throughout this season, from the beginning to what we saw tonight.
It was kind of like right from when you start practice to start a year, like some of the good ones, you just go, there's a good one. And he had it right from the start. You know, one of the reasons we were calling USA Hockey said, you got to watch this guy. You know, I know he wasn't drafted, but he's a candidate for the World Junior team. And that was from, you know, they start watching right away. So his progression, you know, he had a terrific season last year in the USHL. And he's really been great from the first day that he stepped on the ice with us. And we have to spread our minutes around. We play 7 defensemen. It's as strong as decor as I've ever had or ever will have. So they all contribute. That's the great thing. I said it the other day. There's no ego amongst them. Like even Faber used to play 30 minutes. He's down to 22. But it's all about the team. And as you saw, those 3 freshmen are pretty good players for us as well. They kind of hide under the radar a little bit from the 4 upperclassmen, but they're terrific players.
And we'd like to thank you for turning us on to him at USA Hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the back, right there, please.
Coach, I'm Doug Hastings. I write for a paper in Burlington, Mass., Jay Pandolfo's hometown. You were a first-year coach at one point in time, and just wanted to get some thoughts on your thoughts on Jay and the job he did with BU this year.
Well, I can tell you this. I didn't win the league my first year or the playoffs or the region or get to a Frozen Four. So what a year that Jay's had. And everything that we read, you know, we talked to a lot of people out east, just a ton of respect for him, just a class act. And I know he played with Paul Martin. Paul just said he's a terrific person. So obviously BU's in pretty good hands with Jay.
Jess Myers, The Rink Live. When I asked Brodzinski what he did differently after Fargo when he had 4 goals, he said it was his line mates telling him to shoot the puck more often. Was that the message for Luke or any of your D going into this one?
Well, we wanted to they're a really good defensive team, and they pack it in. So we were going to have a lot of shots from the flank. You know, and it all started when, on the first goal when he sent it down to the goal line and Hughie did his little behind-the-back pass. Well, that opened up the shot lane the next time because they were trying to take that away. And I mean, Luke nailed both shots. They were big-time shots. So, we want to shoot every chance we get.
Jimmy.
Jim Conley from U.S. College Hockey Online. Bob, maybe kind of following up on that, was there anything that you had seen in prep? Because I think a lot of your shots were coming from that left elbow side and able to get those shots over the glove. I think 3 of them, if I'm right.
Well, both sides. They collapsed to the middle and really, and they're there to block shots. And we knew we didn't want to miss the net and we didn't want to get shots blocked. Well, we kind of failed on the one, missing the net too many times. But we felt that was something we could do was, chuck some pucks in from the side angle. And you got to be careful because they're dangerous at their transition game out of their defensive zone. That's one of their great strengths that we had down. But our guys, I felt we did a really good job with that tonight, stopping their transition out of their zone.
Okay, Randy.
Randy Johnson, Minneapolis Star Tribune. Bob, what was your reaction on Aaron's pass to Rhett? And have you seen that from him before? What do you see in practice out of that?
Well, we worked on everyone, and we talk about it, but it was after a timeout, and they were all, and Rhett he's a video guy. He's got clips from everything, and he probably called it. I'm going to go with it. So great call by Pitter and those guys to make that happen. That's the one change we made was because we've had 2 righties on that unit a lot, and that's why we're using Pitt more, that righty-lefty combination right there. And the right guy's got the puck.
Okay, okay, get back there, sorry.
Eric Vigo, Go for Puck Live. Bob, this pace felt like a World Junior medal game. Was that something you were kind of looking for in your game plan for this one, to have that pace and have that intensity?
I mean, I said it the other day, and I'll say it, like, this was, any 4 teams here could win this thing. You know, it's a single elimination, one and done type, and it just comes down to, limiting your mistakes and capitalizing when you get a chance. We had 3 power play goals. The pace is going to, you're going to see Michigan tonight try to push pace against Quinnipiac, and there's some fast teams here, and there's a lot of talent on all 4 teams, and we got 1 left.
Coach, thanks very much. Congratulations. God, obviously. All right, we will first start. We'll first start with some opening thoughts from Coach Pandolfo. Jay?
Obviously not the result we were looking for. I thought the start of the game, we were on our heels. They came out hard. You got to give them credit. They're a heck of a hockey team. They're all over us in the first. I thought Drew played well. But then I thought, we found our game in the second. We started playing our game. We ended up finding a way to tie it up. And then just the discipline and penalties caught up to us. You can't give that team 7 power plays. It's just, that's not winning hockey for us. And we have to learn from it. And it's disappointing because these guys to the left of me and the rest of the senior class, they're a huge reason why we got back to this point. But it's tough to win. It's really hard to win. And I didn't think we gave ourselves a great chance. And not taking anything away from Minnesota, they're probably the best team we've seen this year. But again, I want to give these guys credit. I'm so proud of them. They made my job really easy this year. It's been a pleasure working with them every day. The way they got this program back to doing things the right way, showing up every day, competing. And at the end of the year, it was a player-led team, and that's what we wanted. And I give these guys, again, credit, and I'm going to miss these guys, and I'm really proud of them.
All right, questions for the players first, right here in front.
Belle Fraser, Boston Hockey Blog, Dom and Obi, just what has it meant to wear the BU jersey these last 4 years? The pride you have bringing the program back to this kind of place.
Dom?
It's been awesome. Coming to the rink every day, just competing with these guys. It's been unbelievable. The way we bought in this year was really fun to see, and just Lee with Jay. It's been unbelievable. It's been my roommate last 3 years, sorry. But it's gonna be pretty weird not seeing him every day. So it stinks, honestly. But this program has a bright future ahead, and yeah.
Jay?
Oh yeah. Just really proud to be a Terrier. Just a hell of a group, hell of a season. Gonna miss throwing on that scarlet and white. Just really proud and honored to be a Terrier, and you know, like Dom said, it's going to be a little weird next year. Not being able to give him a hard time every day, and living next door to him. But yeah, it's overall just a great season. Obviously, not the result we wanted tonight, and just really proud of this group and just honored to be a Terrier.
Okay, in front here. So.
James Garrison, Boston Hockey Blog. It's for either of you guys. Dom, you mentioned the bright future. So just working with some of the underclassmen, what have you seen kind of grow in their leadership that is going to help them take the next step next year?
Yeah, I think throughout the year you kind of saw guys buying into roles and really understanding what it takes to win here. Give credit to them. They put their egos aside and wanted to be a part of success, and that's what playing for BU's means, and everything matters. That was our motto this year, and it was really cool to see everyone buying into that. And it stinks. I'm just not gonna be here anymore. Not gonna be a Terrier, which is just crazy. I can't even put into words right now. But I'm really excited to see what happens for them in the future.
Leo.
Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. For both players, Dominic first. The hardest thing to judge watching tape is how fast the team is. Did Minnesota surprise you with their speed at all?
I mean, we knew they were a talented team. We knew they were a very opportunistic team. They like to get out in transition and make plays off the rush. And I mean, we just had to manage the puck a little better. I think in the first period we were just kind of watching those guys go around the ice, and we didn't really put stick on puck and really close time and space in them. And they were buzzing around the first period, but credit to us, we made some changes in the locker room between the first and second. We were flying in the second. I think just discipline kind of caught up to us there, and I know you give a team that many power plays, they're going to score. They're a good team. So.
Jay, anything?
Yeah, no. Obviously, we knew they were a fast, skilled team coming into it. I don't think we were surprised. Maybe we just, like Pando said, we just kind of had a slow start. But yeah, credit to them. They played a great game. Just gave them too many power plays, a little too much time and space, and that was it.
Okay, anything more for the players? Okay, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan Kennedy from the Hockey News. And this for either of you or both of you. You know, we often ask coaches how proud they are of their players, but how proud are you guys of the job that Jay has done as a first-year coach, helping you guys get all the way to the Frozen Four?
Dom?
He's been amazing. He comes to work every day, pushes us. Doesn't matter if you're a freshman, senior, treats you the same way. That's exactly what you want from a head coach. Man, he knows the game so well and taught me so much over the last 2 years here at BU. I'm gonna miss him so much. He's so dedicated to this program, and he's the right guy at the helm to lead this team in the future. So.
Yeah, just very lucky and fortunate. To have Panda lead us and come in here and trying to change the way things have been going for BU. I think everybody knows that. And, I think, as I said yesterday, just cares so much about his players, staff, everyone around BU. He treats the same. He holds us to a high standard, holds everybody accountable. He's going to be a coach at BU for as long as he wants. Hopefully that's a long time. But yeah, just lucky, very lucky to have had him as a head coach this year.
Okay, last one for the players. He asked your question. All right, guys, we'll let you go. Congratulations on a great year. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Questions for the players right here in front. Or the coach, yeah, geez. Thank you, Julie.
Belle Fraser, Boston Hockey Blog. Coach Sam Stevens gets that first goal. What has that fourth line meant to your success this year in terms of the buy-in and depth?
Yeah, they're a big part of our team all year. Forward depth on our team, it was very strong. those guys bought into playing a certain way. They had tough matchups, a lot of D-zone starts, and they relished the role they had. And that's what you need on winning teams. You have to have guys buy into playing certain roles. Not everyone can be on the first line. Not everyone can be on the power play. So you need those type of players, and I give those guys a lot of credit. They did a heck of a job, and we probably don't get to this point without the way that line played at certain points this year. So, it was a pleasure coaching those guys.
Coach Neil Haggerty, Amped Up Sports. You kill off almost 2 minutes of 5-on-3. Did your PK just get tired there, do you think, at the end?
I just think, you play a team with that much talent, you just can't go in the box that often. And I think, we have Dom and Lane out there killing penalties for, I don't know what their minutes were on the penalty kill, had to be 5 or 6 minutes. That's just too much for those guys. And, at the end, the guy made a nice shot there. It would have been nice. I think the game might be different if we end up killing that last, I don't know what it was, 12 seconds left on that kill. And maybe it would have been different, but, that's how it goes.
In the back.
Charles Moore, BU Today. Coach, torrid start to the second period. What can you say about the adjustments you guys made in the first intermission and lack thereof for the third?
Well, I think in the first, to me, it looked like we were a little bit overwhelmed with the moment. I thought we talked about all the things with puck management and putting pucks behind them, and we didn't do any of that in the first, 5 or 6 minutes. And Drew kept us in it, and then we started finding our way a little bit, and then we ended up getting the first goal, which was huge. But then again, we ended up in the penalty box, and it cost us. I think they had 2 power play goals in the first period. It's just that's not a good recipe against a team like that. But in the second, we adjusted a little bit. We started doing the things that we know could be successful against them, and we started controlling the game a bit. I think they might only had 2 shots in the first 10 to 15 minutes of that second period. And then again, towards the end of the second, discipline cost us again. And in the third, they ended up getting that goal, and just looked like our group got a little bit deflated, and we just kind of never really found our game again.
In the back.
Brian Foisey, Boston Hockey Blog. Coach, you were talking about Drew a little bit in that answer, but he made some great saves down the stretch to keep it close. Can you talk about Drew's performance tonight and throughout the tournament and this whole season and what he's brought to the team?
Yeah, he was. I mean, you can't blame Drew tonight. He was in the first period. He kept us in it. Gave us a chance, and he made some big saves on all the power plays they had. He's had the last month and a half. He's been excellent. He got us to this point with some of the games he won for us. Going back to the Providence game and the semifinals of Hockey East, we don't win the Hockey East championship without Drew playing the way he did that night. So he's been excellent for us. Really happy the way he is as a person too. He's a leader as a goalie. You don't see that as often with some of the goaltenders, and he's been a big part of our leadership group this year. So.
Stay in the back there.
Michael Wax, WTB Sports. Wins and losses aside this year, was there a moment that you thought that this year was going to be different than last year?
I think from the start, really, of the season, the way our guys showed up every day to the rink and kind of were buying into what, the way we wanted them to act, away from the rink, at the rink, on the ice, off the ice, all these little things I saw, right away. And like I've talked about our senior leadership group a lot this year, and I saw it from them right away, and I knew they were going to help lead the guys that were coming in and get everyone to buy in. And I think I saw it right away, and I knew we had talent, and I knew if we bought into doing that all year that we would have a good chance to get to where we ended up today. It just, it's tough to win this tournament. It really is. The margin for error is slim, and you can't beat yourself. And I think taking nothing away from Minnesota, but tonight I don't think we gave ourselves a great chance to win.
Okay, right here. Stop, right behind you. Right in the back there. Yeah.
Owen Gunn, WTBU. Coach, you talk a lot about just the seniors, and just like what do you kind of hope that they take away from their experience playing at BU hockey that they can take forward into their careers and whatever they do?
I just think that I want them to be proud of playing for this program and moving forward, for them to understand that if you want to be successful, you have to sacrifice certain things and do things a certain way, and just learn from that. Listen, I learned a lot from these guys as well, like being a first-year head coach, so it was mutual. But I just want them to be proud.
Okay, up here in the front on the end. Yeah.
Belle Fraser, Boston Hockey Blog. Coach, when you look at the season as a whole, how would you describe BU's new identity compared to where you guys were a year ago?
Yeah, I think we've got back to kind of playing a certain way, knowing what to expect every single day, and not only during games, but in practice, like I've talked about, like competing every day in practice. That's how you get better as a group, pushing each other. Our guys did that. They were great at that this year. Then you start getting into the games, it's easy. You play hard. It's easy to compete against the other team if you're used to doing it every day. And I think that's what this group did. That's what I remember when I played at BU is just the competition within pushes you. And I felt our group bought into that this year. And I thought you saw it during games with the way we played. Were we perfect? No, but I thought overall, we found that identity again as a group, and we want to keep that moving forward. And it's about the team. At the end of the day, it's about the team. If you don't have that buy-in, it's tough to win.
Okay, we'll stay up here in the front.
Caroline Fernandez, Boston Hockey Blog. When you talk about guys like Dom and Obi and that whole senior class and all of those leaders, what kind of precedent do you think that they've set for the next group of leaders and for the rest of the years to come for BU?
Yeah, I think they've done a tremendous job with the young. I mean, we had 17 upperclassmen this year, so I think all of them as a whole taught the younger guys kind of what it takes and what we expect every day. And I think our younger guys bought into it. And we have some talented younger players. And for them to buy in the way they did, I think it's going to propel our program moving forward. We're going to have some other younger guys come in, and now they can lead them and show them what's expected every single day. And I think that's what Dom and that leadership group did. So, like I said, I couldn't be more proud of them and how they bought in and how they wanted to, be difference makers.
Okay, we'll take one more if you have it. Good? Okay. Coach, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thanks.
it. 8:42 is the drop of the puck for game 2. Not easy, especially like this, right? One down, Warren.
One-on-one's fine, but it's not like this.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, that's fine. We got, he was kind of going here. I got this. Suppose they're what? Well, they weathered the first 10 minutes, and then they got one ahead, and I'm like, I mean, you go, you've seen enough games, and you go, ooh, and then you got too many penalties. 2-2. Yeah, 2-2. Minnesota's just. Put them down 5-3. I know that's what was that.
The other one,
Yeah.
that was a standstill.
We thought the same thing, but it was.
Especially when you're down one.
Yeah, just it better be. You better be dang sure. But But I mean, I think the better team won. We'll see what happens here. It'll be interesting.
You're wondering who the nut job and the name at the BU is.
Nut job?
That's Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Many years.
I was just telling somebody today, last time we were in St. Louis, this year. Last time Frozen was in St. Louis. That was 2 years.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Oh, we saw one.
We still got those same seats.
Yeah. It was entertaining. Yeah, it was great. From what I saw, I mean, I didn't see much of the second period.
I felt bad for the guy. He said, I don't know what it's going to be like. What it's going to be like to not be a carrier. It's always going to be
It's always tough. The end of, whenever the season ends, it's always tough.
Oh, for the seniors,
That was used to be the worst.
Dude, I was like, I was watching that, and I was like, even though that's here, that the kid on the end who came in, who's the guy who came in afterwards, like almost at the beginning of the team start, and then said his last thing he wanted to say. Oh my God,
Ryan Johnson.
Is that him?
Not here.
No, that was
a Minnesota kid.
Same hair, you know. But
same hair.
Same hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he was bummed.
It's never easy.
Yeah.
Never easy. But I mean, these kids should be proud. They have a hell of a
Yeah.
year.
Oh my God.
Yeah, hell of a year. I don't think they probably. Many people thought BU would be here at the end. You know, at the beginning of the year.
Especially if they got shut up by me. Not that I was Jesus.
You're in timeout.
No, I think you were.
You're in
once.
timeout.
Just once.
Take a picture of Marvin first.